Patrick Ewing hasn't filled the Hoya schedule with formidable foes, and it could cost them. Nick WassAP The Georgetown Hoyas are 80, but that's to be expected after Patrick Ewing, in his first year as coach, didn't take any chances when he created the team's cakewalk of a non-conference schedule. 7 of Georgetown's 11 non-Big East games are against teams that finished the 201,617 season 320th or worse out of 351 schools according to Ken Pomeroy's ratings. North Texas 320th, MarylandEastern Shor 321st, Maine 337th, Howard 338th, Coppin State 343rd, North Carolina at 349th and Alabama A&M 351st. The other 4 are against Syracuse 55th, Richmond 92nd, Mount Street, Mary's 209th and Jacksonville 275th. Overall, Georgetown's non-conference opponents went 130,231 last year, a .360 winning percentage, or 116,230.335 if we only count games against Division I teams, and were 3,579 this year, .307 through Wednesday, giving the Hoyas the easiest non-conference strength of schedule per Pomeroy's ratings, -19.75 adjusted efficiency margin in 201,718. Adjusted efficiency measures a team's net points per 100 possessions, with higher numbers indicating stronger teams. For context, No. 1 Villanova leads the nation with a plus 30.60 adjusted efficiency margin, while Delaware State ranks last at -27.08. Pomeroy's ratings aren't the only metric looking down on the Hoyas' non-league schedule. According to Sports Reference's simple rating system, which expresses how much better or worse per game a team is in points above below average, Georgetown's opponents through 8 games are collectively 15.62 points per game worse than average, the lowest in the country. Teams have been playing soft non-conference schedules for years, but this is the easiest slate of games in recent memory. And it's absolutely going to hinder any chance Georgetown has at securing an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. Since 2011, the year the tournament expanded to 68 teams, no team finishing last in Pomeroy's non-conference strength of schedule metric has been invited to or qualified for the NCAA tournament. And none of those teams had a non-conference adjusted efficiency margin of less than -16. Year Team Pomeroy Agim Non-Conference 2011 SMU 13.65 2012 Tulane 14.36 2013 Texas Tech 15.12 2014 Mississippi State 14.41 2015 TCU 15.20 2016 Fordham 15.70 2017 Texas Tech 11.69 2018 Georgetown 19.75. If you want to see where the tournament admission bar has traditionally been set when it comes to at-large bids, Notre Dame's 201,415 team had the worst non-conference strength of schedule per the RPI since 2011 at 323rd. But that team won 14 games in the ACC against 4 losses and hit selection Sunday with a record of 295, having won the ACC tournament to secure an automatic NCAA bid. 5 losses may be the most the Hoyas can stomach to get an at-large bid, though Cincinnati finished the 201,112 season at 2,410 with a non-conference schedule that ranked 319th, but that was playing in a Big East that put 9 teams in the tournament. In other words, even if the Hoyas go undefeated in non-conference play, an NCAA tournament appearance would still require a Herculean effort in the Big East schedule. Pomeroy told the Post's Barry S.V. Arluga that he believed a 126 conference record would be completely safe for an at-large bid for the Hoyas. That isn't impossible, but if you start projecting the rest of Georgetown's schedule, it seems dicey. Using Pomeroy's probabilities of the Hoyas winning their remaining games in a season simulator run 10,000 times, Georgetown is projected to finish with a 15-14 record most often. The Hoyas have a 5% chance of winning 20 or more games. 2 of the toughest games will be the 2 against No. 4 Villanova. Pomeroy gives Georgetown an 11% chance of beating the Wildcats at home but just a 3% chance of defeating them on the road. The easiest games are against DePaul 67% win probability and Providence at home 46%. At least X wins for Georgetown and 201,718 probability odds 1397%, 1-1 1492%, 1-1 1581%, 1-1 1664%, 2-1 1743%, 2-1 1825%, 4-1 1913%, 8-1 20 or more 5%, 20-1 reaching 20 wins will require at least a .500 record in conference play. And per Pomeroy's guess, that's likely 3 conference wins shy of safely securing a bid. There's always the automatic bid for winning the Big East tournament. Those odds depend on how the Hoyas do in conference play. For example, if the Hoyas go 513 in conference play and can't secure a first-round bye, as Pomeroy projects, their chances of winning the Big East tournament are approximately 2%. More wins indicate better performance against tougher opponents, which increases their chances accordingly. The Hoyas would secure a first-round bye in the Big East tournament if they finish as the No. 6 team or higher, so the odds are probably irrelevant for some of the fields below, but we'll include them anyway. Conference wins for Georgetown. Probability of X-conference wins win Big East tournament without first round bye. Win Big East tournament with first round bye 7 or fewer. 0.3%, 2.3%, 5.9%, 3.3%, 3.9%, 8.8%, 9, 7.6%, 6.3%, 12.5%, 10, 13.1%, 9.5%, 17.1%, 11, 18.3%, 13.9%, 22.8%, 12, 23.2%, 19.8%, 29.6%, 13, 16.1%, 27.2%, 37.7%, 14, 11.2%, 36.6%, 47.1%, 15, 4.3%, 48.2%, 57.9%, 16, 1.6%, 62.4%, 70.2%, 17, 0.6%, 79.6%, 84.2%, 18, 0.4%, greater than 99%, greater than 99% based on last season's 14-18 record, which precipitated the dismissal of coach John Thompson. 3. Georgetown's cupcake schedule is understandable, but it gives the Hoyas almost no room for error if their goal is an NCAA tournament berth. As SVR Luga notes, Georgetown students have X'd out the letter S from campus signs in anticipation of their rivalry game against Syracuse on Saturday. But for the Hoyas to have a decent shot of landing an at-large bid come March, they need the orange to remain as strong as possible. In other words, Georgetown fans, after Saturday's game, should be rooting for Syracuse to help the Hoyas' fortunes. Oh, the irony. Sweet, sweet citrusy irony.